Hey, it's Jamila. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so whatever you guys are doing this weekend, I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. I cannot wait to watch me some Walking Dead tomorrow, so that's the way I'll be spending my Valentine's Day. I just wanted to come and do a quick video. Basically 10 steps, 10 days to becoming a better self. Recently I have went through an experience and it just for some reason took me the longest time to get my life together. My husband was laid off from work and I work part-time, he works full-time. And literally just out of nowhere, his employer like fell off their freaking radar, you know, and you're like, what the heck is going on? So, I mean, we have a child, we have one on the way. And so this is like around Christmas time at the first of the year. And we're like, what the heck? And so this situation just really shook me, you know what I mean? And I look at life and relationships as like a toolbox. And all the tools that I had acquired for my toolbox recently, they were just not working for me. And I had to like seriously start over and make more tools so I could get through this. And so this inspired me, and with my 30th birthday approaching, it just really inspired me to come on and do this video. And you know, maybe because this helped me and it helps me, I can help somebody else. And if you guys have any tips, please leave them for me. Please subscribe for more videos, and thumbs up if you like stuff like this. So I'm just gonna share my 10 tips, 10 hacks, or 10 days, because this, for some reason, for 2 weeks, I was just shook up. And I'm pretty sure, like, I was driving my mom crazy, I was driving my husband crazy, I was just not being myself. And I don't know if maybe the pregnancy hormones was making it linger so long, but I finally got my life together, thank God. So, one thing before I start, I will say that from now on, if, you know, life throws me a curveball, instead of always looking at it as a negative thing, I'm going to look at it as a positive thing. Because what needs to be brought to my attention? What do I still need to work on? You know, and being a Pisces, shout out to all my other Pisces out there, we have the tendency to automatically go into, like, I don't know if you want to say victim mode, or we're just like, we have the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows, because when we're at our low, we be staying at that low, and nobody needs that, because we are made in the image of God. We are divine people, and nobody needs that. And the more you stay in the low and the negative, it brings you more low and negative. So I had to get my life together. So here are some of my tips now that I've rambled. Okay, so my first tip is forgiveness. Not only for other people, you have to forgive yourself. Because I don't know if anybody else feels like this. Most of us women, we just automatically go for the kill. I mean, me, you know, I want to know who did it. I want to find out what's popping. Like, who do I need to rip into first? And so you have to, if you act that way at first, you have to forgive yourself, and you have to forgive other people, because even though we have a way that we like to live our lives and handle different things, not everybody is cut from the same cloth as us. You can grow up in a house full of people and still be completely different than them. You could be still taught the same morals and values and everything, and you still are just different. And so you have to see people as letting them live their truth and figuring out things for themselves but also forgive them and not hold any grudges or negativity towards them, because at the end of the day, all it does is cause more toxins and buildup to yourself. And who needs that? So I had to definitely learn forgiveness for shady ass people and forgive myself for reacting the way that I did. And so the second one is connecting to your higher self, connecting to source. You know, if you're a religious person, you belong to organized religion, you know, maybe visiting your place of worship, praying, meditating, whatever. I don't belong to any organized religion, but me and God are good. We connect every day, a few times a day, and I always connect with my higher self. And being a wife, a mom, a working wife and mom, you know, you have to make time for it. In the mornings, I will make time, even if it's just 10 minutes. I just take time to connect with source, let my ego out. You fall way to the back, Mr. Ego, and just connect with my higher self and the higher power that surrounds me. And my third tip, you have got to love yourself, flaws and all. Yeah, I go 0 to 100 real quick, but I love that about myself. I, you know, learn from it, grow, and I still, you know, you have to love your inner and your outer, because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? The more you love yourself, it makes it easier for people to love you. And then you also have to, in loving yourself, you have to take time for yourself, praying, meditating, eating healthy, connecting with yourself, pampering yourself a little bit. Whatever you do, just take a couple minutes a day and do that for yourself, because we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life and we neglect ourselves. And if we neglect ourselves, what happens? That puts out a message to the universe that other people can be neglectful to us, and that's not okay. Tip number 4, organization in our lives. And I'm talking about self, relationships, home, work. I find when my life is unorganized, my life is chaotic. I find when my home is like unorganized, my life is chaotic. And I'm no means or organization specialist, because there are some girls that I see on Pinterest and Facebook and here on YouTube. You guys got it. I'm, you know, working towards that. I'd love to be on top of that one day, but just having a sense of organization, some type of organization in your life is key to a clean, functioning, flowy life. The beautiful, positive energy can just flow the more organization I find that I have in my life. So I try my best, you know, to keep things organized, and I just do a little bit a day, you know, nothing crazy. My next tip is count your blessings. And I know personally, the first thing that I want to do when something goes south is like pity party. And it's funny because when people come to me with their things that are heavy and weighing them down, I will be so positive. You know, I'll give them the best advice, but then when it comes to me, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like the weight of the world, it's just taking me. No, because at the end of the day, irregardless, for example, with what happened with my husband's job situation, we're together, we're healthy, we're happy, we have a beautiful roof over our head, we have a great support system, we have food, my baby is taken care of, she's warm, everything, you know. I'm still healthy, I'm growing this other sweet little baby boy in my body, my husband's healthy, and the more I notice I focus on those blessings in my life, the negativity dissipates, you know, like, you know. So, I mean, it definitely takes a while to train this human mind to do that, but I'll always focus on your blessings. And that's something that I am definitely practicing every day. If you want to keep a gratitude journal, which I do sometimes, and sometimes I'll just sit there while I'm doing whatever, cleaning or whatever. I'm so thankful for this, I'm that. I'm physically able to be cleaning right now. There's people that can't even move and I can do it. Instead of complaining like, oh my gosh, I have to clean this or I have to do that. At least I'm able to do it. God bless me with this vessel and I'm doing it, you know? So I try to focus on the positive and not the negative. And sometimes you do have to go there to that tiny little bit, but the more you let the negativity take you over and stay there, that's when the problems start. Number 6 would be call on God. Call on that higher source. Whatever it is that you use, God, Allah, you know, whoever your higher power source is, the universe, call on that and lean on that and just give it over and let go. Angels, you know, call on those things and just, because we're of the flesh and sometimes it's hard, but we're never going to be given too much that we can't handle. And sometimes you just have to, well, not sometimes, all the time, you just have to give it over. Because that's the more miserable you'll become. And, you know, every day I pray for myself, I pray for my family, and, you know, offer thanks. And when things are just like too much for me to bear, I just give it over. God, please just take this, and I know that you will handle it and be good. And just thank the universe for all my blessings. Number 7, call a friend or a family member and talk to them. When I was going through this, when we were going through this, because it wasn't just me, I leaned a lot on my mom and a friend that I have made here on YouTube, and it's just so nice to communicate with like-minded people that they may not be going through the exact situation, but they, you know, are moms and wives, and they know what's up, they know what's popping, they live in this world like we do, you know, and just give it over to them, and just for people to be non-judgmental and just let you vent. You know, because I mean, my husband, he definitely is my best friend, and we talk about everything, every single thing, and that can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing. And sometimes after you have talked to them so much, they're just like, especially you guys know how husbands are, they're just like, oh my god, if she tells me one more thing, I'm going to explode. So definitely call a friend, a family member. And you don't have to weather the storm by yourself. Whatever the storm is, you don't have to weather it by yourself. And if you ever want to private message me, I am always open to that. And my email address is in the link as well. Take care of yourself by, like I said, being positive, eating healthy, drinking your water. And I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and say that you have to eat organic. I don't eat all organic. You know, but I still eat fresh fruits and vegetables. They are available. They're decent priced. And just take care of yourself. Drink your water. I mean, you know, you gotta hydrate yourself. These things that they make for us to drink are just not good for us. And we've become so dependent on all these other stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love me a good old coffee. I'll have me some soda every once in a while. But you have got to get to the regular watering hole and water that body. And it flushes out so many toxins and helps you to be clear, you know. My next one is prayer and meditation. I would totally love to be one of those people that can just, like the yogis, that just can do it for hours at a time. I've only once have been so in tune with meditation that I did it for a straight hour and I was in a far, far, far away land. I would love to do that every day, you know, but I get it in. I do like 10 minutes 3 times a day. And, I mean, I get it in whenever. If it's like days that I work in the morning, I just kind of lay there and do it. If I'm at work, when I go on a potty break, I do it. And then at night when I'm laying in bed, just to, you know, connect. And I know, you know, with more practice, I could get there again. I can get there. And then, you know, prayer, lots of prayer. I believe so strongly in the power of prayer. And I have witnessed the miracles of prayer and putting positivity out so many times. When my grandparents were living, they had gone through some medical ordeals, and we got together with our family and we just prayed. We prayed and put so much love in the prayer, and they pulled through, you know. And of course, you know, when it was time for them to go home to paradise, it was their time. But just to witness that, and I believe in it, and I believe you should pray for yourself and you should pray for your spouse, you know. Like I said, we're not all cut from the same cloth, and people need that extra prayer. And I'm not saying you have to believe in God and believe in this and believe in that. You just need to pray for that positivity, and it can change your life and the people around you. I truly, firmly believe in it, and I pray for my family every day, my whole family. Read a book. This could be a holy book, or it could be a positivity book. I'm drawing a blank right here, but one that I absolutely love, and time again I read it, is The Power. This is from the author of The Secret, Rhonda Byrne. This is my book. Do you see all these little sticky notes in here? I've read this book so much. The cover is messed up. I actually even, a friend, she lets me use her Audible account. I've listened it to on Audible, everything. Just puts so much in perspective. And this book talks about the power of love. And I'm not talking just like, I love him and I love this person and blah, 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 blah. The power of love and positivity. That's where that comes from. We are beings of love and light. And I just think we get all caught up in all the technology and the addictions of the world that we forget that we are beings of love and light and positivity. So that's one I absolutely love. Another author, she actually was one of the authors of The Secret. If anybody has watched that video or read that book, I'll leave all the links below. Her name is Lisa Nichols, and I was introduced by my friend Alexis. And her first book, let's see, what's her first book? Is No Matter What. And it is about 9 steps to living the life that you love. And that's it. Sorry, the lie. And she is just, oh my gosh, she just takes me to another place. And this is the second book that I'm listening to right now. I'm just on chapter 3, and it's Abundance Now, Amplify Your Life and Achieve Prosperity Today. And she just, her voice, I don't know, her energy is so good. And the thing that I really enjoy about her is that she takes you through her story. That she wasn't always this multi-million-dollar business owner and author. She started her life out in California back in the 60s and the 70s with segregation, going to college and just being completely played because she didn't want to run track anymore. She physically couldn't able to. They stripped her of her scholarships. She found herself being pregnant and working for a company that was like embezzling things. She almost went to prison because of it. She raised her son as a single mother. She was like on welfare and like all this stuff, and her just like finding herself in her true passion and what she wanted to do in her life. And now she's a multi-million-dollar business owner and author. Like, it just blows my mind. So I love that. I love that. It just touches my soul. Like, we can be anything. If you want to be a scientist, you can be a scientist. If you want to be the president of the United States, you can be the president of the United States. You know, if you want to be a successful business owner, it doesn't matter who you are and what walks of life we're from. Sorry. You can achieve any success that you want. You just have to let yourself go and believe that you can do that. And then, you know, every day express joy. And how I do that is I love to laugh. Like, everybody that knows me knows I love to joke. I laugh so freaking loud. It's ridiculous. Sometimes my husband gives me the biggest crap about it because I just love to laugh and I love to make people laugh. And sometimes you just gotta let it go, dance it off. Like Taylor Swift said, sometimes you just gotta shake it off. One of my friends always says, you gotta be like a duck and just let things roll off of you. And it's true. So I hope this wasn't too much rambling, but I'm very passionate about things like this, and whatever things that I can acquire in this lifetime to help me be a better me and help people in the process, I am totally down for. So leave me any comments or questions, and like I said, if you ever just need to vent or talk to somebody, hit me up, private message me, whatever. I will leave my links to my social media below. Everything's at Tall Glamazon J Mommy.